lovely. Welcome to Mortal of Yoga and Mortal of Monthly. Today's practice is going to be about savoring on a couple layers of our experience. So as you know, with Mortal of approach to wellness, we think about ourselves in layers. First layer being our bodies and things that we sense and experience through that. And also our breath. Breath and body are very important for our well-being. So syncing them up, right? The next part of that is our mind and our emotional experience inside. And going in further is how we connect to our heart, the loving kindness part of you, right? For all of us to feel good and happy and moving along in our life, all of these layers need to be as close into harmony as possible. So as we are focusing on savoring this month, a yoga practice devoted to cultivating that for you is what we're going to embark upon. So what you will need for this class is something to maybe sit on, especially a chair or a support on the ground, like a bolster, a blanket, something soft. You want to give yourself options and enhance your experience. So maybe there's a candle that you love that you want to light. Maybe there's some essential oils, pictures. Just remember, you are allowed to make your wellness practice as enjoyable and as inviting as you can. Also, we're going to be doing poses that might ask you to try something new that you have not done, but you always have permission to do what you need, right? Savoring, trusting yourself. Savoring can fit into so many areas of our well-being, and yoga is one of the best places for that. So we're going to first start here. Come to a still centering position. Maybe you just want to stand up if you've been sitting, or stay where you are and come and place your hands someplace down on the legs, palms down. And take a moment here to arrive. Take a moment here to settle into this moment. Scanning throughout the space around you, the room that you're in. Eyes are closed, but can you map the room that you're in? And in doing so, shutting the door. Maybe metaphorically turning off the phone or the computer. Allowing yourself to slip away into the safety of our practice. And take a few deep breaths in. Notice, how does it feel to breathe right now? The first few breaths of the practice help you understand what's going on for your body. So inviting a nice breath to move in and out, and noticing along the way, where do you feel maybe constriction, tightness? Where do you feel space, openness? And just appreciating that. And allowing yourself to keep this steady pace of your breath. Let's start to incorporate more sensing of our body and joining it with the rhythm of the breath. So feet on the floor. Notice the hands on the lap, maybe pressing into your body a little bit to know that you're here, real. Breathing in and sensing out. And you might notice that your body moves a little bit, even though you're not intentionally wanting it to move. But just start to notice those subtle movements, like a sway or a lean or a tilt. Just start to shift your attention into that, right? And this is where the sense of touch is such a rewarding practice, especially for those of us on the road of body love. So letting your touch be a part of your connecting to your body. So bringing the hands in front together and just rub the hands, giving yourself a little hand massage, arm massage, and just see how touch can help to incorporate incorporate more into your practice. Give a little squeeze here. And your thoughts will come in and you might start judging that part of your arm, that part of your belly, that area of your leg, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to have those things, and it's also okay to tend to those. So just let your hand come and rest on an area that you feel connected with here. We're just going to spend a moment savoring the breath in and the touch of this particular spot. Notice, is there a temperature here? Is there a feeling underneath the fingers and the hands? How are you describing this touch? And if you add a bit more pressure, what happens? And then letting that breath send you into bigger touch, maybe to a different area. The heart, the chest, the head. Take the next few moments to come on into waking up through touch. And our first part of this practice, devoted to the body, devoted to the breath, devoted to the senses. I feel. That's our guiding principle here. I feel. And literally, I feel fabric. I feel beads. I feel headsets. This is how you participate in what's really going on for your body. So again, just exploring what you feel and noticing. That's flow. Getting into a rhythm. I'm going to scoot a little back here. Let's add some movement. Up the arms go. Oh, that might be the first stretch of the day for you. Let's reach. Reach. Reach on over. Start to find a rhythm again. Inhaling to reach up. Exhaling to send something over. How are you going to add on to this? Let's send our arms long. Ooh, feel that in the neck, huh? And then back to the center, taking a few sun breaths. Bringing a smile to the face, lovely. A few more. Really let that inhale come into the body. Ooh, feeling that rise. Reach, 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 reach. Pause. Full breath in and let it go. Drop it down and wiggle it out. Woo. Feeling those cracks in the body. So we're ready to start to stand up. So making your way to standing, however feels good for you. I'm going to scoop my chair right here. Here we are on the yoga mat. And you might already feel more awake and aware, right? Feet. Let's bounce into the feet a little. Just little hops. If you want to be more gentle on the knees, just bending the knees, maybe the hips side to side, just starting to wake up the legs. Maybe you want to do all three, marchy, marchy, march. Just coming into the body. I like hands on the waist, just feels more grounding, right? Let's slow that down. If you want to widen a stance, just coming back and forth, sort of stretching out the legs into the heel, warming up how it feels good. And can you savor this experience, even if it's something that you've not done before? Is there an opportunity to find something enjoyable about it? That's really what we're asking. And then coming back into some stillness, sun breaths, reaching up, bending the knees this time, adding that pop. Pop. Maybe you want to start to bend a little deeper. Ooh, am I knocking into my wall here? Let's slow it down. Intentionally slowing down. When we slow down, we can savor what's going on. Take the next breath. Slow it down all the way until you come to mountain pose. Hands up into the sky. Feet rooted. Give a little wiggle to the toes and notice how strong your legs are to hold you up here. Big breath in, filling up the belly. If you want to have that belly, I'm going to tilt to the sides. You can see, let that belly puff out. And then let's give a bend to the elbows. Continue this stretch in front of the body. Pressing back on up if you want. A little dip. Chair. Lift up. Ooh, there you go. Now you're going to start to feel all those good juicy stretches, right? So control the pace. Fanning open, settling in. I feel. What is it that you feel right now? What are you feeling? Anything is welcome as long as you're honest, right? Principle number 1 of yoga with More to Love. Being honest is how we grow in body love. So, coming back, lovely. Hands to the heart, close the eyes. Bring the hands to some place on the body. And just send touch. Send touch here. I feel. And describe it to yourself. I feel. Could be hot, calm. I feel skin. I feel fabric. There's no right or wrong way here. We're just describing what is. And then see, does that scan with the touch want to wander to another area? Don't overthink it. You don't have to, there's no pop quiz here. Wherever it goes, let it go. Into that. It's signaling something for a reason. And usually that reason is connection, right? This part of you wants to feel more connected to you. Let's come back with a nice sun breath. Reach, reach, reach. Up we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's stretch out a little bit more, okay? So we're going to walk our feet wide. And we're going to take some poses that help to twist and turn our body while we're stretching out our legs. Starting to shift down into the other layer of our experience. We got our body and breath. We're in sync here with ourselves and our physical bodies. Now let's sort of tap into the strength of our inner world, the power of our inner world through mind and the emotions. So this is really about us knowing and trusting what we're doing, right? And how to just savor that trust, even if you feel like you can't trust yourself. You can by listening and tuning in. So feet wide, hands can stay at the waist. Some of us might like to have them out here. I'm going to stick at the waist to start. So taking a few little bends back and forth, pressing hips forward and back. Okay? And maybe this is where you're like, ooh, this feels good. Right? One area that you could feel this stretch here is in the front of the body, especially when the hips come forward. And then in the back of the body to elongate the back, right? Stay put here. If this is nice, awesome. To add on, you're going to pivot one foot over to the side. Other foot gets the heel, send it away, bend and straighten. Bend and straighten, right? So some more strength building here. And this is where the savoring of the, I know I'm strong. I know I'm capable. And I know whatever it is that I do, it's going to be great for me. And maybe you want to then send a few more moments and experiences into this. It's called side warrior, scooting the body forward. Let the arms go long. Up and down. I know more is working, but you got your breath here to support it. You've got your breath. Get lost in the moment, lovely, here. Savor the strength, and you always can come on out of it, adjusting. You take a break. Let's all come off and take a break off of that deeper bend. Just come back. Hips forward, bum back. What do you know to be true about right now? What are you feeling? If it's an elevated heart rate, send more breath in. And then you want to continue into the other leg, right? Just coming in and out, right? Building that strength of the thighs, of the belly and the back. Ooh. And then when you're ready, if you want to come and hang out in this full side warrior pose, go for it. Right? Breathe into this motion. Breathe into it. You're not a statue. Ooh. One more. And then come on out of that however you want. Shake it out. Sun breath it out. I know I'm going to feel good after this class. I know this is so worth it to me to move my body. I know that I can take any action I want to take, right? This is how we savor that knowing that we can trust ourselves. Hands back onto the body, lovely. A few deep breaths in and out here. What do you sense? What do you feel? What do you know? And let's come and practice some balance, right? Balance is a great way to see how you develop and learn something, right? None of us can go into these poses and get them perfectly. It's not the point, it's the process and how you support yourself as you're learning this. So we're going to do a balance pose. And take your time with this, Don't feel like you got to go to the max right away. So starting here in mountain, hands to the waist, more support. Find a spot on the ground or something that's not going to move. Not me, because I might move, I might fall out, right? You might want to look a little below or maybe the top of your camera or something onto the ground. And the reasoning for that is it helps our mind focus on something. When our mind is focused, we don't have to get caught up in all the distractions and the chatter. The same happens in our bodies in our yoga practice. So start to lean now into one of the standing legs and bring the other one to a toe. And see, do you feel strong? You feel wobbly? Can you feel supported? Maybe this is where you're going to hang out today. Another option for a little bit more strength, bringing that leg to support the other. This is tree leg. Another option, extend the leg out long. Adjust the hands. What helps you be more stable, right? What will help you be in this balancing position for maybe about 5 more breaths? And who says you have to stay in the same one and go in and out? I kind of love playing around with movement, right? And I know I'm okay because I've set myself up. You set yourself up to be okay. And release that. Shake out the standing leg. Give a little twirl to the body. Whew. All right, come back in. Feel. Breath coming on in. Mind is focused on what we're doing, balancing. And I know we can do this. And then start to come in to the other side. Find that spot on the ground again. Leaning, bending. Again, wherever you are with balance, be there on purpose. Letting yourself come now into about 5 or so breaths of the full experience in your balance position, wherever you are. Breathe and feel, savor into it. And coming back out, let that go. Walk the feet wide, twirl the body again with a bit more torque, wrapping the arms in and around you. Whew. And so we covered the experience of our body and breath, savoring that sensation, stretches, deep breaths. We practiced our mind and emotions by channeling them as we balanced, right? That's awesome. Channeling your distractions, not losing sight of the mission of balancing in your way, knowing how to do that. And then coming to unwind that as we level down further into the heart. Come and place a hand on your heart here. And the guiding concept for our heart is, I love. And starting first with, I love the way my body feels after I move. I love the way my breath feels after I breathe in deeply. I love the way my clothes feel. Whatever it is for you, just getting in the habit of love. And maybe again, this hand wants to move to a part of the body. Perhaps different emotions, different sensations, different thoughts come up here, but you're grounded, you're safe. What do you love about this moment? What about this moment? And return back to the touch into the body, touch into wherever it is that you feel connected with. And sending 5 big, juicy, deep breaths right on into this moment, into this experience, letting yourself go. Let's take a nice full sun breath, nice and slow. Reach, like you're hopping up for the first time ever. How far do you feel your hands going up into the sky? Exhale, melt it back down into the center of yourself. In this moment, I love. And whatever comes after, unique unto you. In this moment, I love. Take a big breath in. Let it go. So we're going to transition a little bit to some kind of seat, whether that's on the ground, like I'm going to do, or grabbing a chair. Just come to someplace seated. We're going to get into the legs a bit more. So I have a bolster here with a blanket. And so just sit however feels comfortable, okay? Legs crossed, legs open, just to start here. And reach on under the bum, making connection down to the ground. feeling good, and wherever you're sitting, hands underneath the belly, just to lift the belly into the hip crease so we got more space. We don't have to think about it later on. Hands to the knees. Send the tailbone away from the head, helping you lift up tall. And see, maybe this sitting is what you need. If you're feeling like you'd like a stretch in the back of the body, wherever you are, seated in a chair, on the ground, just going to widen the legs a little bit, not too far. And come and flex the toes, pointing and flexing into the feet. Still keeping that nice tall back, center supporting us while our feet get a little relaxed. Take a breath in, hands out. Give a flex to the feet, seated or in a chair. Inch forward, just till you feel the tug in the inner thighs, maybe even to the small part of the back. Reach forward. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, opening out the heart. Maybe send the head back. So we're going to go through this flow here of leaning forward, opening up the stretch in the legs and in the back. And then powering gently the head back, arms down. So cultivating this sense of the heart of what you love. So think about things that you enjoyed today, right? Go through the list. Sure, there were things that you maybe didn't enjoy, but there were also things that you did enjoy, right? No, nothing is too small. Nothing is too small. Personal habit, a little delight. Reach, coming forward, coming back up. And the next time you reach forward, you have the invitation to let it all hang down, let it all get loose and fall into this fold wherever you are. And here we can even savor this sense of letting go. Letting go. What can you let go of here? What can you drop off in the body, like tension? What can you drop off in the mind, like worry, doubt, overwhelm? And what can you let go of that's blocking the heart? Like shame, judgment, sadness, all of these things all mixed together. None of us have the same combination. That's why we got to learn our own rhythm. Wherever you are, starting to lift yourself back up, rising up, leading with the heart, maybe the face towards the sky. Can you bring a smile to the lips? Arms spread, hands spread, reach. Melt everything back in. Let yourself come into any type of comfortable position, including lying down. Taking a few moments here to come into your restful position. And starting to sense the breath again into the body. How far down can you notice your breathing? Even to areas that your lungs are not in. Maybe you feel this swirling of vitality in your feet and hands. Maybe your neck is more open. Savoring the connection of breath and body, of space, of openness, freedom. And letting your mind and attention rest gently on your breath. Letting the breath come to a soft, natural flow. Like you're floating. And welcoming this moment in all the ways it's arising. Meeting this moment with a full participation. The breath and body, mind and emotions, the heart space, so that you can experience all of you. Come and take a deep breath in. And then letting that breath go out slowly. And repeating that cycle of breath in, filling it up, and letting it go. And continuing to bring awareness back into your body through the breath. So sensing this breath moving into the fingers with some movement, the toes settling back here, maybe swaying. And taking your time to come back to a wakeful seated position. Hands coming back to the heart, meeting in front of us in prayer hands, closing the eyes. Paying attention to the temperature you feel between the hands, right in front of the heart. Noticing the pressure on your fingertips. How can you have these hands hold you? And just savor whatever it is that you're sensing, experiencing right here in this moment. Practicing mindfulness through our yoga. Savoring whatever it is that you have, whatever it is that you're doing. And take a big breath in. Let it go with a sigh out, bowing to your practice, bowing to your heart, bowing to your capacity to feel, to know, and to love. And rub the hands in front of the heart, opening up the eyes. I'm going to send this out to you and you send it out to me, even though it ain't live. Doesn't matter. Energy gets to people no matter where they are in the world. So just send this out to each other, out into the world, to your friends, to your family, to those people that really need it. Maybe even the people that you don't like that still need kindness. I know that's hard. Heart, self back to you. Big breath in, lovely. Let it go. I hope this practice was a nice opportunity to connect in with your body, to see how your breath is doing today. And you also notice how your mind is a part of this. Feeling like your body, your breath, and your mind are on the same page. It helps you feel confident. It helps you feel like you know and have what it takes to see you through, and you have always got resources. Because this is all about the love you feel, the love that you have in your heart, in your life, and letting it show up. Letting it show up in your wellness, letting it show up in how you work, how you go about your day with yourself. Not perfectly, but just getting on the mat and trying is really all it takes. I'll see you next time, lovely. Take care.